Yeah, it's hard as a poet because sometimes we don't know how to cue you when we're done reading a poem. So the next piece I'd like to read is called 1967. And the poems I'm reading tonight actually are kind of autobiographical. So 1967. Third grade elementary school playground, running off poverty-pressed chicken patties, fed to string bean pigtailed girls, dodging mean kids. Boys in hand-me-down elastic waist jeans, Emmy Moses running shoes with rubber sole noise, coming to a screeching halt. When turning corners into hall bathroom, escape. Recess bells heard dirty smells of cigarettes and booze, pockets full of roach legs and wings, bullies feeding off crumbs of the week, king of the hill attitude, whose own life is full of thrashing beyond belief. Red-haired, freckle-faced girls walk the hall, punching like boys, to be reckoned with by peers and teachers. Pretty girls follow hot Texas tar slamming tether balls as neighborhoods echo from fists. New student, new faces, change attitude, softening leadership skills, guiding, teaching the ropes of policy and hallway paths. Two students become inseparable, like twins from birth, laughing as they run across the cafeteria, out to recess freedom, chasing down boys, leaving them with wet cheeks, smiles, and a longing for more. Songs echo from swing sets, innocent ideals and faded purpose, all to be more than what was. Thank you. Now this is just a piece that I wrote about 2 weeks ago when we kept having the snowstorm and the snowstorm, and you kept seeing machines plowing the snow into piles, which I call them kind of like piles of, unmelted water. Just they're moving around mounds of water. And after a while, one night I went out, and the piles were so high I couldn't see around them. And I thought, this is kind of dangerous when you're turning into a parking lot and you can't see what's around the corner. So this is called Igloos for the Homeless. Last night after dinner drive, running errands turns into inescapable snowbound, obscenity, picturesque, ideal machine exploding, blowing up blinding mounds of snow, only to fall back down around me into imaginary visions of penguins, construction, hauling blocks, bricks of snow, a rag, a slippery means to an end becomes homes for the late-night cardboard crowds, lining the streets of cities like New York and Trenton, but not Vancouver Island, BC, because they allow their homeless to migrate down from the mainland. That way, they don't freeze to death. Allowing warmer accommodations for trash treasures, provide housing for piled-high basket bombing, vehicles hanging from the round-edged doorways like Christmas trees, less of living rooms until June, with optional indecent exposure, pea yellow interior cutting out windows, views for the wealth security of knowing there will be melting thirst for more income, more votes from cheap laborers whose families were hungry for food on the table, complaint control, and help to build inner city power in making 3 city towers glisten in the sunlight, eventually melting, as do all promises of a better life with equality for all. Then maybe Obama passes a brilliant ski stimulus for the country, with money being saved on gas, keeping obesity down to a lower rate with more exercise that I, myself, might benefit. When the voice of our forefathers wakes me up from my night dreaming through the dirty, watery, realistic, triangular pyramid shapes printed on the almighty dollar. But these are freaking way bigger than one might ever see, even in the South. And so blocking a driver's view of oncoming traffic, I miss yet a third chance to jump out onto the main road that leads to the next destination because I was buried in thought. Can you picture that, penguins building igloos for the homeless? Sometimes your mind wanders